Four teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome, everyone, to Glendale, Arizona. This is the Vrbo Fiesta Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on last year's national champions, the Miami Hurricanes. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Hermstreet. Time to find out who's going to be moving on in the college football playoff. College football playoff game. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking to pass, it's Payne. The receiver makes the catch. They finally grab the senior, but not before he leads the defense on a chase.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
That player moved a little bit too early. It's a false start. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented. And
they chase him down outside the pocket for a sack.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. Gets into space at the 50. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down now.
Well, it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain and a first down. And already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
So their first drive of the game, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Aggressive start. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Looking for his big tight end. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. Touchdown, Miami, as they claim the lead in this playoff game. You come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
And the return starts just inside the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10.
Out of the shotgun, will hand it off. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Running back with the football. He's swallowed up at the line. Could not get past that big defensive tackle.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big 3rd down now for this offense. They're down early in the game with all the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Back to pass. It's Alexander. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
And I was hoping he'd be able to hold on to that football. That would have been a big play there on 3rd down. Now big decision coming up here on 4th.
So on their first drive of the game, they'll go for it in their own territory. Trying for a 4th down completion. He's brought down. A sack will end this drive. Huge play here by the defense.
Why in the world would the offensive coordinator and head coach decide to go for it inside their own red zone? That's a peculiar choice for this offense.
And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Quick throw. The catch is made. He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around.
They're able to get a short gain to make this 3rd down a little bit more manageable. But it is 3rd and long, so this offensive line's got to be ready, do a good job of communicating, pick up any potential blitzes here on 3rd and long.
This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on 3rd down, trying to force a field goal. To throw, it's Payne. The pass is caught. He takes it into the end zone, but a marker is down, so hold on here. So the penalty's going to wipe away the touchdown and back up the offense. Let's see if they can overcome that mistake. Third down play for this offense. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Delivers quickly to the left side. Hunt with room to run. Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kurt.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
Oklahoma, 0.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there.
And the Oklahoma offense will take over. 1st and 10.
And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. Remember, last time they went for it on 4th down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. Receiver makes the grab. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been, and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Gain on the first play, moves it to the 43. It'll be 1st down. They're going to run it. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
That's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fix. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Defense not pressing this time. On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. It'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
Challenging play for the offense. They face third and long here from their own 43. Scanning the field, it's Alexander. Looking for the wideout. And is intercepted. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense. Takes the toss, heads to his right. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play.
Boy, how about the defensive speed there and the team pursuit? They recognize the toss sweep from the middle of the field and show their team speed to be able to eliminate this play.
Rough start to the drive. They lose 4. Makes it now second down and 14. Catch made on the left side.
Boy, another positive gain for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Bringing pressure. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Well, that's the kind of play right there that this defense has been looking for. Maybe that'll spark them because, let's face it, this game has not gone the way they had hoped. But a play like that sometimes can create some momentum and change the complexion of the football game.
And that sets up a return. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Here's the first play of the drive. They're set up at the 31. Handoff here from the shotgun. That one moves the ball across the 40.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll raise second and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Kirk, as we take a break for the quarter here, it's Miami in front. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. We'll see if this game gets out of hand before halftime, the crucial second quarter beginning right now. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Pickup is 5 yards, so it's second down and 5.
Yeah, the quarterback, to me, looked like his timing and rhythm just off a bit there on this option. Picked up some positive yards, but not able to get out in the open space and get a first down.
A gain makes it second and medium. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. The defense all over. They stop him right at the line.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. That's enough to move the sticks and get him a first down at the 41.
Good job here by this offense coming up with his first down on that third down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Finds his target, and it's complete. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Wow, they get positive yards here, but you have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, it's Alexander. Over the middle and incomplete.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Needs a completion here on fourth down. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. They've got him, but they convert on fourth down, and the drive keeps going.
That's why you practice and work on these routes. When you get to a fourth down, you trust the receiver to run not only a good route, but know exactly where he needs to go to be able to get the distance for that first down.
About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. It's a shotgun handoff here. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Critical third down play for this offense right here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Tries to get it to the running back. Pass is caught. The stop made at the 5. The offense will have 1st and goal now.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on third down. They hit it.
Touchdown, Sooners, as they fight back here in this playoff game. That kind of execution on a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
Make the extra point, cut the lead to 14-7. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Take off from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 23, brought it out, tried to make a play, but good coverage that time. And the Miami offense is back on the field. They're looking to build on the lead. They had to punt the football in their last possession. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Fights through a tackle. Juked one tackler and picks up first down yardage.
Good job up front by this offensive line. A good hard running for this Miami Hurricane back. He's doing everything he can to live up to the long legacy that the Canes have at this running back position.
He gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Again, thrown out of the RPO, it is complete. He stopped him, but this offense is threatening now at the plus 43.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We'll see if the offense here can build on this lead before the break. Important 2nd down play coming up. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Refuses to go down. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
This receiver has just that combination of speed and natural ball skill ability to be able to come up with play after play. Already over 50 yards here in this first half.
The Hurricanes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Ball handed off. Has a path to the end zone. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Hurricanes. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT.
Chris, I know the back's going to get a lot of attention for this touchdown, but I was focused on the offensive line. He had 5 guys working as one. Great communication, able to get up to that 2nd level and open things up nicely to allow the back into the end zone.
Returner decides to field it. He stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there.
Oklahoma offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Here's the first play of the drive now from that 20-yard line. To the air, it's Alexander. Grabbed by the receiver. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
Tackle is made. That's a short gain, well short of the marker.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. That's a fly to the wideout. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They tackle him all the way down to the 15-yard line. This offense is knocking on the door now.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
The Sooners are in the red zone. Looking to throw it from the red zone. That's incomplete, even on a 1st down pass attempt. He felt heavy pressure.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
Looking to throw again. Quick pass to the flat to a receiver. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Again, this is a really nice job here by the defense, keeping everything in front of them in that situation. Now they're rewarded with this 3rd and long. We'll see if they do the same thing here, or they're going to settle out and bring the pressure.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Makes the grab, a chance to score. And he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. The Sooners will look to convert here on 4th down. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. And it falls incomplete. A turnover on downs. Big play for this defense.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on 4th down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. So a little under 30 seconds to go in the half. We'll see how they play this here on 1st and 10. Receiver in motion now. Here's a quick throw off the play fake. Breaks a tackle into the clear. Here he goes. Across midfield. He's past the 30. Inside the 20. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Miami.
Oh, man, these guys will not be stopped. You're talking about putting up points before halftime, and they're really putting some distance on the scoreboard. This defense is officially reeling.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. They'll return it from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage.
And the Oklahoma offense will take over. 1st and 10.
So here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? He's going to hand this off. Nothing doing in that play. The big D tackle there for the stop. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Miami 28, Oklahoma 7.
The Hurricanes will kick this away to begin the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He steps out of bounds at the 26. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. Eager to get something going as we begin the third quarter. Cut in to this huge lead. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid game.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
And the Sooners starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Alexander. Locates the tight end. It's complete. They make the tackle, but not for a solid gain on that pass.
Chris, it just feels like the offense is almost teasing the defense with this play. As an offensive coordinator, quarterback, you're often looking for that soft spot in the zone. And here, they do a nice job of finding that hole for a nice gain.
The Sooners offense is on the move now. First down and 10. From the shotgun, drops back. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal yardage to the 9. The Sooners come to the line with first and goal.
Great execution here by this offense against zone coverage with a curl route. Hit that last step in your drop. You see where you want to go with it. Put it right on his shoulder for a first down.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure a defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Play fake, looking to throw. On the move now. And it's incomplete. He was looking for the end zone.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Makes the catch downfield. He's swarmed by the defense.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Still down by double digits in the third quarter. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Dropping back. It's Alexander. Oh, no, trapping back there. A fourth down stop and a sack, no less.
Instead of getting points here and going for the field goal, this offense decides to get aggressive, and the offensive line gives up the sack. Looked like they miscommunicated. The defense, to their credit, is able to get after the quarterback, and they come up with not only a stop, but now they get the ball back themselves.
And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. Gives it to the back. Gets the first and still running. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
Chris, everybody in the stadium, including this defense, knew they were going to run the football just to get it away from the shadow of their own goal line. What's amazing is they were able to pop a big run like that. And if you're the defensive coordinator, it's got to be one of the most frustrating things. But let's give credit to the offense. They blocked it well and made it happen.
Solid run. They'll bring him down to the 28-yard line. Second down after that run on the previous play. He'll hand it off. Across the 40. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid gain.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
A solid run, good for first down yardage. There's the handoff. He's got the first and still going. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the plus 40. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Using his legs, it's Thorne. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
Second down after that previous play. And now the handoff. And he's wrapped up short of the marker there as the time runs down here in the third quarter. Kirk, as we take a break for the quarter here, it's Miami in front. And with 3 quarters in the books, with a chance to stay alive in the playoff at stake, let's take a quick look at the stats so far. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Here comes the handoff. Nowhere to run. A corralling for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
And it's good right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. After adding 3 more points to the lead, they're set to kick it off.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackle at the 12. The coach wishes he'd left that one in the end zone.
And the Oklahoma offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. The last possession, they moved it down into scoring position, but got stopped on 4th and goal. Got to put that behind them. And he stopped again. They've had patience with the ground game, but just nowhere to run tonight. That's been a big theme. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They'll tackle him out across the 20.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Looks to his left and makes the completion. Ball scooped up by the defense. He's in the clear. Touchdown, Canes. 6 points for the defense in this playoff game. What a moment. That is any defender's dream. Comes up with a fumble, takes it back to the house.
I can't believe the speed that this guy has to be able to score. I thought maybe he picked it up, maybe go a few yards, but instead he took it all the way to the end zone.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team.
And the Oklahoma offense will take over. 1st and 10.
And the Sooners offense is back on the field. They'll give it to the back. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, overall, it's been a tough day for this offense, but especially for this running back. Just not able to find any kind of traction at all. And it's made this offense somewhat one-dimensional, and a large reason they're trailing in the 4th quarter.
And here's the handoff. Breaking free at the 35. They keep the drive going. It's a 1st down of the 46. Well, finally some room to run for this back. The defense had done a good job containing him until that play.
Well, they've done a really good job up to this point, Chris, of containing him. He finally does get out, but I think it's an example of why you don't give up on the running game. Even when you're not necessarily coming up with big carries, you're just kind of body blowing this defense, and eventually, bang, you're able to hit a big one here when it really matters. Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this 1st down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the 1st.
And the Sooners with 1st and 10 here. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Looking to throw. It's Alexander. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a 1st down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Quick throw to his receiver. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Tackle made quickly after the catch, but moves the ball to the 12. A red zone opportunity.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
Tackled at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now.